Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, asking the big questions? What is the meaning of all this It's a journey many of us are on, a quest for something more, a feeling that there's a deeper purpose to our lives. I remember walking this path, feeling a bit lost, like a ship without a rudder. That's when I met someone I can only describe as a guide, a person whose wisdom felt like a lighthouse in my personal fog. I approached them with my heavy heart and even heavier questions. "I've been searching for the meaning of life," I said, "but all I find are more questions. It feels like an endless, frustrating chase." The guide listened patiently, a gentle smile on their face. "The search itself is part of the meaning," they replied. "You believe meaning is a destination, a treasure to be found at the end of a map. But what if it's not a place? What if it's the way you walk the path?" "Not enjoy the confusion," the guide clarified, "but appreciate the journey of discovery. Each question you ask peels back another layer of yourself. The meaning of life isn't a universal secret handed down from the heavens. It's something you create, moment by moment, with your choices, your passions, and your connections." This was a radical shift for me. I'd always thought purpose was something external, something I had to achieve or find. But how do I know if I'm creating the right meaning? What if I get it wrong? The fear of failure was a constant companion on my journey. "There is no wrong in self-realization," the guide said kindly. "There is only learning. Think of yourself not as a student taking a test, but as an artist with a blank canvas. Every brushstroke, whether you like it or not, is part of the final masterpiece. Your experiences, your joys, your sorrows, they are all colors on your palette. Don't be afraid to use them." I thought about my life, the so-called mistakes, and the unexpected detours. I'd always seen them as setbacks. But what if they were just colors? What if the messy, vibrant, unpredictable strokes were what made the painting uniquely mine? So, self-realization is about accepting all parts of myself, not just the good stuff, I asked, starting to feel a glimmer of understanding. "Exactly," the guide affirmed. "It's about integrating your light and your shadow. It's about understanding that your vulnerabilities are also your strengths. True self-realization is not about becoming a perfect, flawless being. It's about becoming wholly, unapologetically yourself. The universe doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you." I felt a weight lift from my shoulders. The pressure to find one single, grand purpose began to dissolve. Maybe my purpose wasn't to be a famous inventor or a world leader. Maybe my purpose was simply to live authentically, to be a kind friend, to find joy in a sunrise, to learn from my tears, to paint my own unique masterpiece, one day at a time. So where do I start? I finally... The guide's answer was the simplest and most profound of all. You start right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. What is one small thing you can do today that feels true to you? Not to what you think you should be, but to who you are in this very moment. That is your first step, and then you take another, and another. The journey of 1,000 miles, and the creation of a meaningful life, both begin with that single, present step. Ever since that conversation, my perspective has completely changed. I've stopped chasing a distant, mythical meaning of life. Instead, I try to live a life of meaning. I focus on being present, on creating, on connecting, and on learning from every single experience. The big questions still pop up now and then, but they no longer haunt me. They're just friendly reminders to check in with myself, to pick up my brush, and to add another stroke of color to my canvas. So, if you're feeling lost, remember this. You are the artist of your life. You hold the brush. Don't be afraid of the blank canvas. And don't worry about getting it perfect. Just start painting. Your masterpiece is waiting to be created. Thanks for joining me on this reflection today. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the heart of what it means to be human. See you next time.